It's really interesting how the goalposts always get moved by the woke. They always say, no, it's not dying. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then they continue with their cycles of making just bad content over and over again with these corporations until finally things do die off. It takes some time. I mean, if you think about it, you have to like get the cutting edge of people who are going, wait a minute, something's not right here. Then maybe another movie or two comes out and people go, there's something shaky about this. And it takes a while for the normies to finally catch on to things. But I think what happened with Star Wars was Gina Carano's firing really was the last straw. Like, people tuned out in droves, and that was the end of that. And we're seeing the death of Disney Star Wars right now. We're going to get to that in just a moment. My name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author, an award-winning comic creator, and this is My Flying Sparks. It's pre-order right now. You can get it, and it's a wonderful, wonderful story about action, adventure, superheroes. You'll really enjoy it if you enjoy old school Marvel, DC, that kind of stuff, where it was just a lot of fun-filled adventures back in the day. Now, of course, they don't make superhero stories like this anymore, but we are carrying that torch forward. So help us contribute to the culture, to changing the culture, to making it better by backing this today. I've got my full books down here. You can get the volume 1 if you want, with a beautiful cover by John Malin, or you can get the current volume and just read the current one if you'd like. Of course, if you build it all up, it makes a beautiful story, but these are meant to be read standalone like old school comics. And I've got a bunch of other books on here, so if it speaks to you, things like Overmind might be really cool for Star Wars fans out there. Check it out, please. That link's in the description below, and I appreciate your support. All right, here's the story from Bounding Into Comics. Mandalorian Season 3 premiere viewership numbers crater, and that's where we're at today. So, Nielsen released their weekly viewership numbers, and they show the Mandalorian Season 3 premiere viewership numbers significantly declined from the Season 2 premiere. Well, there's been a few mishaps in The Mandalorian. Of course, we watched towards the end of Season 2 as things started to flounder there. The Book of Boba Fett, which was kind of a soft continuation of this, as it crossed over weirdly in some weird episodes, kind of undid things that happened in Season 2, so it kind of didn't make sense. And now Season 3 has like a plot line which people really aren't liking very much too. But you can't get away from the political element of this. They made the big virtue signal about Gina Carano. They were saying, oh gosh, she's terrible because she made some very poignant and good Instagram comments, which of course nobody would normally get fired for, and people on the left say far worse all the time, and nobody cares about. So she was definitely politically targeted, and she's gone. And because of that, like, a lot of people tuned out. If you want to get an action-adventure film, something like Star Wars, you're going to have a pretty sizable right-wing audience, or at least centrist audience, because that's the type of people that like this kind of thing. These are macho, manly properties, as it may be. Oh gosh, are we allowed to say that these days? And of course, you're going to get more right-wing people watching during this sort of thing. So you are going to lose a significant amount of your viewership when you make political statements. Now, of course, some people don't follow any of that and don't notice it, and so that's where some of the viewership still comes from. But you've told a large segment of your audience that you don't want them to watch your show because they're going to fire people who align with them. It's absolutely crazy. So here it is. The Mandalorian Season 3 premiere, February 27th through March 5th. The show was only viewed 823 million minutes. This was only good for a 5th on the weekly charts behind Outer Banks, Murdaugh Murders, The Last of Us, and NCIS. The show placed 3rd on Nielsen's original streaming chart behind Outer Banks, which drew 2.2 billion minutes, and Murdaugh Murders, oh my gosh, I can barely pronounce that, which garnered over 1.108 billion minutes. The Last of Us, classified as an acquired property by Nielsen, as given airs on HBO, is then streamed on HBO Max. So it's not a quote original. So that's the deal right there. The Mandalorian is flailing right now, and it's not looking good for the property right here. We kind of knew this was going to happen after the Book of Boba Fett, as it was. I mean, it was such a train wreck there. And just resetting everything to where like that whole Baby Yoda storyline really didn't matter is a bad move for Disney all the way around on the storytelling sense. And of course, we have the troubles that they're in already. I think everybody just stops caring about this stuff. I'm sure you stopped caring about it. I know I did. I haven't watched it, and I don't know that I'm going to. Let me know if you are down. Are you still watching this? I mean, I know like people liked The Mandalorian better than most Disney Star Wars as it was, but I really think a lot of people tuned out with everything that went on. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about that. Hit the like and subscribe button, and of course, smile with me, guys. If you're enjoying the death of Disney and all their woke content, they pushed too far. They really have. All right, talk to you soon.